In this lesson we're going to look at how to solve equations with fractions and brackets. So two things at the same time that we need to deal with. Now as before with the fraction equations, my advice is to get rid of the fraction first. So the only fraction here is the 4/5, so get rid of the divide by 5 by multiplying everything by 5. So eliminate the fraction by multiplying by 5. So that involves this being times by 5. Now we only need to multiply the multiplier of the bracket by 5, not actually the individual terms inside. So just this multiplied by 5, the 2x times 5 and the 4 times 5. So if we keep the bracket there and we multiply 4/5 by 5, then 4 divided by 5 times 5 is just 4. So we just leave the 4 in front of the bracket. Add on 2x times 5, now that's 10x, and 4 times 5 is 20. So all that's happened here is I've timed everything by 5, but in terms of this bit, just the multiplier of the bracket gets multiplied by 5. So you're left with a 4. Okay, so we can now multiply out the bracket. As before, when we had brackets and equations, multiply them out. So 4 times 3x is 12x, 4 times 2 is 8, and then that's when the multiplying stops. We've just got plus 10x, and then we've got 20. Just take it slowly, just one step at a time. We can now simplify, because we've got a plus 10x here, and we've got a 12x there. So we'll do simplifying before we solve it. So if we add our 12x and our 10x, we get 22x. We've still got a plus 8, and we've still got a 20 there. And again, this is quite an easy one to solve. Now, going from this is tricky, but if you follow the steps and the procedures here, you get it down to an easy equation. So take away 8 from both sides, and you get 22x equals 12, and then divide by this number here. So x is equal to 12 over 22. Now just before you finish, simplify that, so both of those will divide by 2, so you get 6 over 11. Okay. Right, let's look at another example like that. So in this case we've got two fractions. We've still got the brackets, and we've got a fraction in the front, but we've got another fraction here. So as before, eliminate the fractions. So we need a multiplier to eliminate the 3 and the 4. And that is the lowest common multiple, and the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4 is 12. So what I want to do here is multiply this bit by 12, this bit by 12, and the one on the other side also by 12. So 3/4 of 12, well, divide by 4 to get 3, and then times by 3 to get 9. So you should have a 9 now in front of your bracket. Okay, 2/3 multiplied by 12, 12 divided by 3 is 4, and then double it, times it by 2, and that gets you 8. And then 12 times 1 is just 12. At this stage, what we want to do is we've got rid of the fractions, so we can now turn our attention to multiplying out the bracket. So 9 times 2x is 18x, and take away 9 times 1, which is 9. Add 8x equals 12. Nothing's happened to the 8x and nothing's happened to the 12. We now want to simplify, so we can see that there's a plus 8x here and an 18x there. So 18x plus 8x is 26x, and you've still got your takeaway 9, and that still equals 12. So add 9 to both sides, so you're going to get 26x equals 21, and then divide by the 26. So x is equal to 21 over 26.